Supreme Rising, you already know the vibes, and it's Naga. You already know the vibes, yo, check it. It's early too, you know what I'm saying? Like, my sleep schedule been all crazy, yo. Like, been going to sleep early, waking up late, going back to sleep. But I got the notification that my new studio equipment, or my podcast equipment is here. I just got to go pick it up. This is a Sunday. You can't go in the mail. You got to go tomorrow. So that part. Shout out to the birds. All praise due. Shout out to the birds. You know I always be talking super strategic and all that about certain shit. But yo, I be trying to, like, my saving ass, I be trying to help make sure the people understand. It's almost like if you about to run a race, right? And everybody at the starting line, you about to take off. And then somebody took like 5 of y'all shoestrings and tied it to the track. To that little thing you stand by, whatever. When you about to take off, they tied it to that. So when you take off, you trip and fall on your face. And you be like, nah, but I was ready. I trained. And they was like, so we ain't want your ass to run. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like that. With all the knowledge that's being transmuted in the world and being exposed to people, it's almost like, because there was no actual guide to this or somebody letting you know that you was progressing, everybody just gave themselves their own accolades. You know what I'm saying? Like, people just started saying, no, I know I do this. I know I'm this. I know I'm that. There's some basics. That's why I did that video a minute ago about the basics. You know what I mean? It's basics when it comes to understanding divine connection or whatever. And those basics is clarifying how that knowledge is coming to you and what it looked like. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to clarify that. And it's 2 types of knowledge. It's knowledge that comes and people literally hear voices. These are lower entities. They have to communicate in a way that you comprehend to make you comfortable. That's convenience. Convenience was created by man, but convenience echoes through time and space. Just that serious. But if you keep in mind that divine created everything, so divine don't have to use no attributes to satisfy the notion of you. Divine will speak to something in you that you never used. Facts. Divine will speak to something in you that you've never used in your life. You know what I'm saying? Might have been telepathy. Might have been just a feeling deep down inside of you, and you felt that and you comprehended it and didn't know that you was able to comprehend it. But you did. You know what I'm saying? Like, you felt that shit. You was like, wow, I know what that is. That's the Almighty. There's nothing that can go higher than that. Because it's going to dig something deep down inside. Like they say in the Matrix, you know, the dude is like, well, the agents have limits. You have no limitations. That's why this should be making me laugh, because I listen to what people say. I be like, that ain't it there. You grabbed the wrong cup, yo. That ain't the cup. You grabbed the red cup or the blue cup or the purple cup. You grabbed the wrong one. Straight like that. You know what I mean? But yeah, yo, like, I gotta plant some more crops, yo. I just ain't think about what I want to plant yet. Like, cause I want to have certain things up so I can keep everything safe through the changes of the seasons. I hope the seasons don't change too drastic, cause I want to plant some. I want to get illy with it, get jiggy with it. Shout out to Will Smith. Fuck Will Smith. Oh man, shout out to Will Smith. Anyway, so, like, that's why it's important to really sit down and digest this knowledge, yo. You know, I be deflecting so much like that because, like, I be wanting to be like, yeah, yo, let's go deep into it. But I know it takes spoons to feed people. You can't feed people with a cup. And I used to get hit with so much knowledge, I had to, like, pour it out all at one time. I had to rush and get it. And I find myself talking super fast, like, da-da-da-da-da-da, just trying to get it all out at once. When you sit by yourself, you fill up so much with knowledge, and there's nowhere to dump it at so you can make more room. You know what I mean? So you literally gotta spiritually dump it out of yourself. in another way. Like, it just teaches you other ways to do things. And the world is weak as far as their way of doing stuff, but if you don't see it, it seems like a mountain. Like, it literally seems like this giant obstacle that everybody can't overcome. And that's basically where you are at in the mentality of it. You know what I'm saying? You'll be right there with it, like, dang, yo, this is something that we can't overcome. And your belief and your actuality to it will seem more important than the value. You know what I'm saying? That's how you'll make it real, by its depth of what it affects you, how it affects you. That depth is what makes it real into your mind. It's almost like if I squeeze your arm, like if a friend of mine squeezed your arm and it wasn't that hard, but I squeeze your arm and I squeeze that shit real hard and you be like, damn, that super hurt. You're always going to remember me squeezing your arm. Like his squeeze is going to fade away, but mine's is going to stick with you because that pain is relevant. You know what I'm saying? So that's how shit works. You have to transmute and optimize the level of the understanding. So what is pain? Pain is something that you feel. You'll always feel pain. You know what I'm saying? Once you start simplifying what pain is, you'll start getting little pains like scratches and scrapes. You'll be like, oh, I'm going to step on that. I hope I don't. You do it anyway. It's like the universe pushes you towards everything you have an issue with, but it shows you that it's not as detrimental as you think it is. You know what I'm saying? So this is where you know you might still be controlled by man or the spirits of man that want to be gods. And unbeknownst to that, if you're being controlled or guided by the divine, like if divine got his hand literally in your life, you'll know that because of how it comes. You won't never be able to explain it, but it'll always come to you. And you'll try to explain it. But that piece of solidification, that bridge in between where you get that knowledge from and how you're able to speak it is always going to be something that you have to try to make up. And see, they can't go farther than that. They have to use the tools they have to communicate with you. This is any lesser deity. So when people don't understand and you literally connecting via a way that's convenient for you to comprehend, that ends up basing itself off confusion. Like, how you be able to be so simple? You know what I'm saying? Like, divine is super simplicity. Like, why are you making it simple for the change? You know what I'm saying? The change over a period of time. And keep in mind, each civilization had their own language, their own communication, their own way of doing things. How is anything on this level right here? Should be nothing that could be able to communicate with you on this level because it's created by man. And if they're holding their higher frequency, that means they're endowed in what they are. So they don't simplify that for you. That'll never happen. They'll just build a bridge that don't exist and speak the way they want to speak, and it will just come to you and you will comprehend. Not a way that comes to you that you can be like, nah, I knew what that meant because it came like this. They said it like this, these words, this energy. Like, it's never familiar. That's why you end up having to be still, because you'll miss it. You'll miss that transmute of that energy. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't take what I'm saying. Don't let that shit fly over your head, yo. Like, sometimes people just be wanting to sign up for shit, you know? Just want to sign up for shit just to say you a part of something. Like, that don't mean you doing that. That mean you could be lying. And for the most part, if you're using different attributes of your physical self, you basically doing something else. You know what I'm saying? Like, but, you know, yourself going to tell you that eventually. Your higher self always mess shit up for you. You think it's somebody else. No, it's your higher self. Because your higher self watches the things you connect to. And not for nothing, if you gravitate to lower vibrational things and justify it as something cool, your higher self will let you deal with it. Because that's where you are at. So then when you really don't feel it or it doesn't work out the way you want and you get, you know, in some type of way, that's because you wasn't ready for that. You was dwelling in your lower self. So your higher self will let you feel the pain of that. Ain't too much pain that you're going to have to deal with that you can't handle. You'll be able to handle it, but you ain't going to like it. It's going to be a discomfort because it wants you to grow from it. You have to be able to decipher in between those if it's your decision or you know, otherwise. I ain't gonna hold you. We're gonna build some more. I said we was gonna get on live yesterday, but like I said, I ended up going to sleep, yo. Like, I needed that sleep, yo. You know what I mean? So I ain't gonna hold you, man. Just trying to show y'all something. Supreme rising, man. Naga. Shut up.